Living every day in your head for free. You can tap away, but I will not hear you scream. You can break your keys, spread your toxicity, your world outside reality. In your room, a little hideaway, but you let it through, enough to go insane. Living in the dark hasn't treated you well. You're building your own prison cell. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, life's telling you, don't waste it on me. Did I brush you off? Is it your lack of friends? We never met, even if you pretend. Am I in your debt? I don't owe you nothing. Don't say something you'll regret. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, life's telling you, don't waste it on me. Hate, rage, don't waste it on me. Spite, life's telling you, don't waste it on me. Rage, don't waste it on me. Spite, life's telling you, don't waste it. I'm telling you, don't waste it. Life's telling you, don't waste it on me. What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let 'em burn it out. Sell 'em to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack.
Welcome to the Throttle Up Racing Network. Tonight we're at the Daytona NASCAR Series presented by Mainly Ductless Heating and Air. Tonight we'll be running the 921 Mobile DJ 125. Tonight we're going to be in the Xfinity car like we were last week, so we'll see if we have some green flag racing as we go through this one. But as we take a look at the points thus far into the season, after two races, Cody Smith, our point leader, Scott Ferguson Jr. in second. Both of those guys have wins that have locked their way into the playoffs. And as we go through, there's your top 10 currently in points. It shows how much above the cut line that they are. Right there's the cut line. Top 12 get in. They get ready to go to qualifying. $20 competitors in this race tonight. And there's your top 33 in points. Now we'll head down in to qualifying. Who's going to be the first car out? Brandon Fielder in number 39. He's the first one out on the track. Diego Marine in the 05. He's out there as well, getting up to speed. Garrett White in the 26 already on the backstretch, getting up to speed. These guys will have 2 laps. They'll have 5 minutes to get those 2 laps in. Wes Gallo in the 07 out there. He's had 2 top 3 finishes in both of his races. Cody Smith, he's won 1 race, number 7. Cody Smith around on his first lap. We'll see where he ends up qualifying. He'll move to the top of the board. Bumps Fielder down to second. Jeffrey Belk in third now in the 55. Dylan Ackert in fourth spot. Brody Smith in the 20. Trying to get up to speed. Kaysen Harnish in the number 11. Oh, gets his spun out trying to get up onto the racetrack. Kevin Spencer will be out there in the number 96. Kessler up to second, 0.01 the difference. Spencer across the line. He'll move up to 11th position. Jaden Carter in the number 8. A throwback to the Dale Jr. scheme that he run here in 2001. Run out of time. Got a couple more guys on the pit lane, but I don't think that they're going to be able to qualify. They're not going to have enough time to get out there and run a lap. We're about to go grid. And this race tonight is the 921 Mobile DJ 125. 921 Mobile DJ service provides a unique, experienced, personal, and mature DJ service equipped with a quality music selection, professional sound system, engaging light show, and a clean and professional DJ display. If you're in the Wisconsin area and need a DJ, head to 921dj.com. Let's make sure you go check out 921dj.com. As we get set for the grid. And there's our pole sitter, Cody Smith, going to lead us off tonight. So as we roll through the grid, our pole sitter for tonight's race, the 921 Mobile DJ 125, Cody Smith, in the number 7. He'll roll off first. In second position is Nick Kessler in the 01. Brody Smith in the 20. He'll line up in third. Brandon Fielder in the number 39. He'll start fourth spot. Fifth position tonight, Ethan Harrison in the number 77. Jeffrey Belk in the 55. He'll start sixth. Dylan Ackert in the 29. He'll start seventh. Garrett White will start eighth in the number 26. Jaden Carter, that really cool looking throwback junior scheme, in the number 8. He'll start ninth position. Diego Marine in the 05. He'll start 10th. Kevin Spencer, he'll start at 11th position. Wes Gallo will start 12th. 13th is Kason Harnish. 14th, Scott Ferguson Jr. Dimitri Monroe's the number 1. He'll start 15th. Blake Kennedy will start 16th position. Zach Borman in the number 97. He'll start in 17th. Jeff Acevedo, he'll start 18th position. The number 65, Ryan Kane, along with Julian Dawkins Jr., will be in the last row of this race. They'll be starting from the rear. Probably a smart decision. A lot of people like to do that, kind of start right in the back, let those wrecks happen. Then try to move their way through the race later. If you tuned in last week, you saw there was quite a bit of carnage. So we're going to try to have some more green flag racing, 50 laps here at Daytona. Cody Smith gonna lead us down. He'll be taking the green. When they come around, the pace car will pull off. And it's green flag at Daytona for the 921 Mobile DJ 125. No surprise, Cody Smith and Brody Smith working together, the 7 and the 20, to get pushed out first and second earlier here in the race before they even get to the backstretch. The 77, he'll jump out of line up to the outside. He's going to try and get into the lead. Number 77, that's Ethan Harrison. He's just no match for Brody and Cody Smith. Down in the bottom lane, the number 29 of Dylan Ackert. He's moving up. All Toyotas right now in the top 6. The 26 of Garrett White, he's going to try and move to the outside. They're trying to get the momentum up in the high lane working. '26, he goes back down to the bottom lane. The 77 of Ethan Harrison, he's trying to get the outside working. Now the 26, Garrett White, will jump back up to the top side. There's just nobody there to help push. Garrett White, when that line gets formed on the outside, you can expect him to go. Now the 8 goes. Oh, he's a little sideways. He has to get back down into the bottom lane. 39, a fielder, looks low. He's going to think twice about it. The 8 gathers it back up. Now he's going to try and run back up to the back of the 29 as the 26 of Garrett White has jumped to the outside lane. '77 with a bump draft down the backstretch. They're now side by side. Out of turn 4 through the tri-oval. The 26 of Smith and the 77 of Harrison are both ahead of the 7 of Cody Smith. '26 of Garrett White staying in the outside lane. He may get shuffled there. Oh, he gets tapped. The 77 around. Several cars go sliding through the infield. Oh, one hard hit. Nick Kessler gets hit. The 75, a huge hit for him as well. Let's take a look and see if we can find out just what happened on this one. We saw the 77 as the 26 had gotten loose off the corner. We see the 77. I think he checks up and gets tapped by the 55. He's trying to let the 26 back in. And as he does that, the 55, he can't see what's happening with the 26. Gets right into the right rear bumper and into the wall he goes. Top 3 will move on. The 05 of Marine, he'll make it through. The 8 gets through. Everyone else sliding all over the track. The 11, the 75, 01. A lot of cars involved here. The 69 goes all the way down to the inside. I believe that's the 69. 65, actually. He goes all the way to the inside to avoid this one. Let's take a look from the cockpit of his car just to see just how he was able to make it through. This is Jeff Acevedo in the 65. He drives all the way to the inside. Oh, somehow missed that. He did not get involved in that. But the 60, let's see, the 96 came down directly in front of him. Somehow bounces off the wall and he does not hit him. It looks inevitable that he's going to hit this 96. Sneaks right through with no damage on that one. Incredible driving from the 65. As we go back live, we've got several cars down the pit lane. Diego Marine, the only car that stayed out. Everybody else comes down for at least a top off of fuel. A lot of these cars may have to take their fast repair after this one. Kessler choosing not to yet. He may have had to tow. A lot of these guys are taking their fast repair though. Everybody getting back up to the pack. They've sat in the pits and tried to fix their cars. We've got several guys coming down to top off again. Cody Smith, Brody Smith, Zach Borman all down to get a little extra fuel. So we're double file again. Diego Marine out front, the 05. Cool image is the airplane taking off from the airport just behind Daytona. So the 05 will have control. Green flag for Diego Marine in the 05. The 65 on the outside. Got one already getting down to the inside with some teammates, it looks like. 55 in between the 7 and the 20 now. .55, he's all the way down onto the apron. He's going to let some of these guys by, and he's going to drop all the way back to the back of the field. And hope that he doesn't lose the draft. He's going quite a bit slower than a lot of these cars around him, so gonna have to try and get caught back up. Diego still out front. The pusher's the 29 of Dylan Ackert. Dylan looking for a sponsor in that number 29. Cody Smith's jumped to the high side. Brandon Fielder in the 39 right behind him. 3 cars on the outside trying to get it working. '39 right to the rear bumper of the 7, trying to shove his way around the '05. Seven out front that time around. The 7 of Cody Smith made his way to the inside. Now the 20 of Brody Smith is up behind Brandon Fielder. All these Toyotas working well together. 5 in a row in the outside lane. Oh, a tap from the 05 sends the 7 sideways. He's able to save it. Seven battling back. Diego Marina, the 05, a big push. That'll give the momentum back to the inside lane. You see him get a little bit loose. The inside lane with a big advantage right now. 2 cars out front, single file. The 29 is trying to get there, but now the outside lane's starting to work. The 39 of Fielder back up beside the 05, trying to get to the outside of our leader, Cody Smith. Big momentum off turn 4. They're door to door across the line. Cars side by side all the way through the pack. No one can quite get an advantage right now. The 05 Diego moves up a little bit in the center of the corner. Trying to get some air on the nose. Doesn't want to blow it up. One gets shuffled out. That's the 65. He gets pushed down below the yellow line. He's going to get back up on the track, but he's going to be moving quite a bit slower than a lot of these other guys. And he may lose the draft with that sliding backwards. Looks like he will. Only 3 cars on the outside. The 7 of Cody Smith hangs on to the lead. The outside does have some momentum. Brandon Fielder, he'll lead the lap, the number 39. Another one chooses to drop out. That's the number 93. He's going to move to the back. Things getting a little heated up front. These guys choosing to get out of that fiery furnace up front. Side by side, lap after lap, only one caution so far this week in the Daytona NASCAR Series. The 65 was able to hold on to the draft. That's impressive back there. That time the 39 will clear the 7 down the backstretch. The 20 of Cody Smith. Now he's going to get behind the 7, and the 7's going to move to the outside lane. Cody Smith and Cody Smith now nose to tail on the top side. The 7 back down in front of the 39 in the lead. Cody Smith now trying to find his way up there, trying to get around the number 7. And he's out front. Can he clear the 7? He can't quite clear him. He'll have to jump back in front of the 97 on the outside lane. Borman lets him in. And look at this 0-1 of Nick Kessler. This is something you don't typically see at Daytona. You see that 0-1, the Call of Duty car. No front bumper, radiator in the wind right now. But he is keeping pace as long as he's in the draft. Somehow got involved in that wreck. Must not have had any engine damage, only body damage to the nose of the 0-1. When he gets out front like that, it's going to be difficult for him to maintain the pace that everyone else is. I'll be impressed if he can get out front. The 26 of Garrett White is pushing him, no doubt, to the front. The 0-1 now. To a kind of a run, they'll get down the back straightaway. And having that damaged nose is such a detriment. You can be a good pusher that way, but you just can't lead the line. And it is slowing the outside line down quite a bit right now. The 26 chooses to take a third lane and go around on the outside. A lot of people choosing to go with him. So the 0-1 will drop down in 8th position in the bottom lane. The 26 and the 82. Now, you see the difference. They are shooting back up towards the front. The 26, Garrett White, you see him dip down to the inside, try and get a little bit of a side draft on the cars in the inside lane. And right about now is when, if I was the 05, I would start to get a little bit nervous because he did not pit the last time. We take a look at our pit strategy, the 05. That's Marine. You see, he's been out there 21 laps. Everyone else has been out there for 15 to 16 laps. Now, some of those are yellow flag laps, caution laps. But was 6 laps different. 5 of those were green earlier in the race, so he's going to have to pit at least 3-4 laps before everyone else. If it continues to go green, they can go about 22 laps, green flag. So he should have about 3 more laps in the tank. We'll have to keep an update on the 05 of Diego Marine if this thing continues to go green here at Daytona. Cody Smith continues to lead. Zach Borman in the 97 right behind him. Cody Smith is right there as well. That's your top 3. The outside lane, Garrett White, Scott Ferguson Jr., last week's winner in the 82. He's up there second in the outside line. And Diego Marine, of course, in the 05. Runs in 7th position, 3rd in the outside line. The outside lane trying to work. They'll have momentum out of turn 4. As now they're side by side with the second place car, the 97 of Borman. That 26 continuing to side draft off the inside lane, and that is helping just climb them north to the front of this pack. Now Garrett White side by side with the leader. Can this 3-car line get it done on the outside? The 26 trying his best. As we have reached halfway. Only 1 caution so far. We're waiting to see when the 05 will pit. It should be anytime in the next 2 or 3 laps for the 05. Everyone else should be able to make it 5 or 6 more laps. And the thing about the 05, he's on the outside. He's going to have to find a way down to the inside to even be able to get into the pit lane. Now the 05, I think he's trying to find his way to the bottom as he has dropped off the pace of this other group. There he works his way inside. The 11 lets him in. Case and Harnish, a nice gesture there. The 05 will look and see if he chooses to pit this time around. He'll need another caution. Not sure anybody else is going to go with him. There's the 05. He peels in all by himself. So Diego Marine, he'll pit by himself. 23 laps remaining as the rest of the field goes on. He did not pit on that last pit stall. Oh, hard into the inside pit wall. That's going to cost him a lot of time trying to get in his pit stall. Cody Smith still out front. That charge from the 26 of Garrett White went to the wayside, but the 05 dropped out of the outside line. Did not have enough momentum with only 2 cars, but now they've got the 8 up there. They are trying to mount the charge again as the inside line is forever long down on the inside. Everybody's just getting single file. They know pit stops are upcoming very soon. Everyone's going to have to pit in about 2 more laps as these guys are running down the 05 Diego Marine. They are going to come up on him very quick. And they'll get by pretty much safely there. Now the 05 is going to try and get back up to speed. And they should be able to make it to the finish from here. Not sure if the 05 will be able to make it to the end or not if they continue green flag racing to the end. And a few cars peel off there. The 11 of Case and Harnish, Ethan Harrison in the 77, Ryan Kane in the number 5, Jeff Acevedo in the 65, and Blake Kennedy in the 75 all come down the pit lane together. You see all those guys that were in the outside line, they have dropped back to try and find their way to the inside. Everyone's going to pit here. A few cars stay out. The 39 will stay out. The 05 will come back in the pit lane. We'll have to see if anybody sped there, but Zach Borman, Brody Smith, they'll all come down the pit lane. Scott Ferguson Jr., Garrett White. All these guys in and out, fuel only. Still on the racetrack, Jaden Carter in the 8. Dimitri Montrose in the number 1. Brandon Fielder, Kevin Spencer, all still on track. Dylan Ackert in the 29. The 39 and 29 will peel off and get down into the pit lane. The 07 in as well. Oh, the 55 hits the pit cone. That may be a penalty for the 55 of Jeffrey Belk. As the 07 was sliding to his inside. Not sure if that affected his entry, but he comes in and slides it in and hits that pit cone. Typically, that is a penalty. Everyone else taking 2 tires. The 29, he's down. Jeffrey Belk still remains in the pit lane, so that will be a penalty for the 55 of Jeffrey Belk as he slides into the pit cone. This time around, the 8 will pit. He is hard in, locks him up. The 8, the number 1, Dimitri Montrose, he'll pit, and Kevin Spencer all in together. Right now, first car on the track that has pitted is the number 97 of Zach Borman. We'll have to see if they're able to catch these top 2, Jaden Carter and Kevin Spencer, as they are trying to get up to speed. The 97 right there, not far behind. There are the 2 leaders. The 97 and the 20 will now take the lead. And now we've got an interesting scenario as everyone's kind of spread out. We've got a 2-car tandem up front, and that's the Zach Borman machine, the number 97, and Cody Smith in the 20. Right behind them, the 2 cars, the number 8 and the number 96 of Kevin Spencer. But now coming quickly is a 4-car group, 5-car group of Nick Kessler, Cody Smith, Garrett White, Dylan Ackert, and Brandon Fielder, all in this 5-car group. And then 5 seconds behind the 9th place car is Ethan Harrison, Jeff Acevedo, Scott Ferguson Jr., Julian Dawkins Jr. Just behind them, Kason Harnish, Dimitri Mendrose. The 05 of Diego Marine, he's right there as well. Now they're going to make this a 6-car pack. The 11 sideways. Oh, up into the outside wall, Kason Harnish. That'll cause some damage. As he tries to maintain pace with the 5 cars in front of him, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it. We've got one around, no caution yet. Oh, the 7 and the 01 both went sideways, and they go sliding. Now we've got the caution. Just behind them, there was another incident. Guys trying to avoid the spinning race cars on the inside of the track. We go back and take a look. Let's see. 7 and the 01 both get loose. Cody Smith goes to the inside of the 75, doing his best to avoid these 2 spinning race cars. When you get down right on that yellow line, that's where the banking changes, and it gets the car very upset. The 39 fielder just nowhere to go as the 7 come back up the racetrack. So we'll see who all chooses to pit. Is anybody going to pit? Not sure who's going to be the free pass. Jeffrey Belk, who had the penalty, he ended up a lap down. Him and Diego Marine were fighting for it. So we'll see if they let Jeffrey Belk go around or Diego. So quite a few takers down the pit lane. Jaden Carter comes down. Kevin Spencer, Garrett White, Dylan Ackert, Nick Kessler all down the pit lane. Sliding in for the 01. A little too close to the wall. So a lot of cars do go in. Jeffrey Belk will be the free pass car. But out front, it's Zach Borman in the number 97. Let's see if we can get a word with the number 97 of Zach Borman. Hey, Zach, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, we're having a good time watching you guys. A lot of green flag racing tonight, different than last week. How's your race been going so far? You're out there in the lead. What's it going to take to get it done tonight?
Just kind of keep doing what got me up here. It was kind of fun, just kind of working with a few of my buddies and just getting up to the front, then riding, and then executing on pit road. And yeah, we were about to get absolutely steamrolled there before the yellow came out. We would have had to work again, but yeah, can't complain, having fun. Just got to go 12 or maybe more laps here.
Looks like you, Nick Kessler, Cody Smith, and Cody Smith all working together. You think you're going to get all 4 cars in the top 5?
I feel like those odds would be a little bit stacked against us, but I think Nick's pretty damaged here, but I think 3 of us can. Brody and Cody are really fantastic at this kind of racing. They should be up here at the end. I'm hoping I can just, you know, tag along for the ride and see if good things happen.
Well, good luck. You got the lead. Hopefully you can hold on to it for 12 more laps, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Enjoy the show.
You too, man. That was Zach Borman, our leader, as with pace lights are off the pace truck. They were going double file, getting ready to race one more time. Zach Borman, our leader. Brody Smith in second. Ethan Harrison in the 77 has worked his way back up into the 3rd position. The number 65, that Xbox bright green car, that's Jeff Acevedo. Dimitri Medrose, the number 1. That rounds out your top 5. 6th place, Dylan Ackert. Garrett White, who has been on the attack all night long. He's going to restart in 7th position. We'll have 11 laps to go. We go green. Cody Smith, involved in that last incident, had to take his faster pair, but he is in 8th position on the outside. Wes Gallo, he's the guy that seems to sneak up at the end of these races and get a podium every week so far. 2 races, 2 podiums for Wes Gallo. Scott Ferguson, a guy last week that we didn't talk about a whole lot, but right at the end, a big crash. He drives through it and comes across the line in the grass. So he's one we'll have to watch, knows how to get it done. Green flag, 97 takes off. And Smith Motorsports may be the favorites to win this one. We talked to Zach Borman, praising his teammates of Brody Smith and Cody Smith, and they are probably 2 of his fiercest competitors right now. Is Brody Smith on the attack in the outside lane. That outside lane gets a little bit squirrely and ends up dropping back quite a bit. They're looking to try and go 3 wide back in the pack. Let's see if somebody chooses to do it. The 7, he's going to stay on the outside. But the 77 of Ethan Harrison, he's thinking about jumping up to the outside lane. And there he goes. The 97 tries to block. The 77 gets loose. Up the middle, that's Cody Smith in the number 7. He's going to come up, make it 3 wide. The 7, the 20, the 01. All those guys teammates. They're teammates with the 97 who was leading at the break. Kind of a joke thinking all 4 of those cars could be in the top 5, but right now they are 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 5th for Smith Motorsports. The 01, the 97 may be getting hung out here as the 65 will drive underneath him and up to these front 3 cars. The 77 jumps out of line up in front of the 01 of Nick Kessler. Ethan Harrison now on the attack. Garrett White by himself jumps up to the 3rd lane. He's trying to make a move. There's a 65 sliding through the grass. Gets it back under control. One heck of a save for the number 65. He's going to have to get back on track and try and get back up to speed. And he's most likely going to lose the draft. Was able to save it earlier. Not sure he's going to be able to do it this time as he is a ways behind and still off the pace. Ethan Harrison out front, the 77, the 97, he's in the middle lane. We've got 7 laps to go in the 921 Mobile DJ 125. The inside line, very dominant. Those 4 team cars now in a line as Ethan Harrison tries to block, but to no avail. The 4 team cars of Smith Motorsports on the outside. And they're going to have a big run. Cody Smith to the inside. He'll move to the inside of Brody Smith. Garrett White trying to take it 3 wide once again, but no help in the 3rd lane. Can he get it done by himself? The 1 goes sideways. He and the 29 touch, and they're around. The 1's around. Oh, the 11 hard onto the brakes. The 1 backwards into the wall. He'll slide down the embankment. Looks like what's mostly a 1-car incident. We'll take a look at what happened to the number 1. We'll back that up just a little bit. Looks like he gets a little bit loose and then gets down onto the apron, comes back up the track, and just the 29, just the tip of his nose was there. I thought he had it saved right there, but gets loose again, back down the track, and this time when he tries to save it right in front of traffic, and somehow the 82 does hit the outside wall pretty hard. Hadn't seen that on the first look. And the 11 with the brakes locked up, nose to nose with the 1. Not sure how much that'll affect the performance on the number 11. But a 3-car incident, everyone else able to avoid it. So most everyone chooses to stay out. This should be a green-white checker or just 3 to go. We'll see. So out front, Cody Smith in the number 7. Alongside him is Brody Smith in the 20. Ethan Harrison in the 77. He's up there having a fantastic night. Nick Kessler in the 01. Zach Borman in the number 97. He's in 5th now. That's your top 5. Dylan Ackert, Garrett White, Ryan Kane, Scott Ferguson Jr., and Kason Harnish will round out your top 10. Let's see if we can get a word with our 3rd place runner, Ethan Harrison. Hey, Ethan, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I just interviewed the 97 on the last caution and kind of made a joke that asked him if he thought his 4 team cars could get up there in the top 5. And sure enough, they're in the top 5, and along with them is you, buddy. What's it going to take to beat the team cars of Cody, Brody, Nick, and Zach?
Man, I don't even know. I'm just recovering from my early race incident. I don't even know what happened, but we worked our way up here. We messed up the green flag pit stop, but we got a lucky caution. So I think if I can just tough it out to the end, maybe a couple overtimes, who knows? I might be in there. But if I'm in second on the white flag, I'm winning the race.
Well, I'll tell you what, this outside line coming, and you've made some brilliant moves to jump up in front of it and take that momentum and get into the lead. Exciting to see you up there, and hopefully we'll have an exciting finish.
I hope I can do it again.
All right, good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
So Ethan Harrison, kind of the lone man in the top 5 as everyone else's teammates up there. So a little bit of underdog action for Ethan Harrison in the 77. Cody Smith, he'll be the control car. Lights are off the pace truck, and we're getting ready to go green for what's going to be a natural green-white checker. And Marine got back onto the lead lap, but he's a good ways back as we go green for what could be the final time. Nick Kessler giving huge shoves to the 20 in the outside lane. Ethan Harrison keeping the 7 afloat in the bottom. As it is a drag race down the backstretch. Cody Smith out front, Brody Smith on the outside. They are battling side by side as they go down into turn 3. We cross for the white flag. Everything is final now. They'll race back to the checker no matter if there's a wreck or not. The 29 jumps in the middle, moves Nick Kessler out of the way. Dylan Ackert on the move now. The 7 of Cody Smith is out front. There's the 77 with that brilliant move to the outside. Oh, Cody Smith and the 77 come together. Dylan Ackert now out front, getting a push from the 26. He'll move to the inside lane. The 20 now down on the apron. He'll go sideways. He gets spun. Nick Kessler trying to make a move. The 29 with a huge block. Nick Kessler's going to be there. They're 3 wide, sliding sideways across the line. Dylan Ackert in the 29 will get it done. Nick Kessler comes across the line second, and Garrett White with an impressive move at the end to move up and finish in third. And these guys having some fun now. The 77, we had talked to him earlier. He ends up 18th position, last car on the lead lap. Brody Smith ends up 14th. Cody Smith ends up 16th. But our winner, Dylan Ackert, He'll come around and do a burnout. Burn it down, Dylan. Great burnout there for the 29-hour race winner, Dylan Ackert. Let's see if we can get a word with our other top finishers. Third place, Garrett White. Let's see if we can find Garrett White. Don't see Garrett White. We can get a word with second place, Nick Kessler. Hey, Nick, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, four.
Hey, man, you had a fantastic run. A lot of aggressive moves there at the end from all over the place, but you're able to hold on to a top 2 finish. What did your race look like out there tonight?
Honestly, it was pretty crazy. Got involved in the first wreck. Didn't take my fast repair, but I should have. But my car was really slow after that. But somehow managed to hold the draft and used it on the green flag stop. Lost the leaders, but caution came out because I took 2 right sides and couldn't hold it. So.
Yeah, we saw you earlier there after you had wrecked her and your whole nose was gone. Basically, the radiator was in the wind, but man, you were able to keep pace. But as soon as the cars got out from in front of you and you were that lead car, it was difficult to keep up on the outside lane.
Yeah.
Well, a top 2 finish tonight, Nick. You got anybody you'd like to thank?
I'd like to thank Throttle Up Racing Network. I'd like to thank Kevin for putting on this league. And I'd like to thank my team, Cody, Brady, and Zach. Without them, I wouldn't be here.
Absolutely. Well, great job tonight, Nick, and hopefully it'll get some momentum and you can get some more top 3s.
Thank you.
Still not seeing our number 26. We'll try and get a word with our race winner. He's ready, Dylan Ackert, in the number 29. Let's get a word with our race winner. Hey, Dylan, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I got you, bud.
Man, what a wild finish. You kind of came out of nowhere, went up the middle lane there at the end, and man, just all heck breaks loose, and somehow you come across the line in the lead. Kind of a big block there at the end. Take us through that last lap from your perspective.
Yeah, you know, I just want to say that it's so rewarding because after the last 2 weeks we've been wrecked when we could have had a chance to come up and talk to you. So, you know, that was, you know, this is awesome. But yeah, that last lap, you know, these cars are so hard to handle, to be honest, and the track temp is crazily hot. So we were just drifting around the corners the entire time, and you know, it was the last lap. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know, your buddies are no longer your buddies, and you know, you just gotta follow holes and go in holes that you didn't think you could fit, and hope you made it. But yeah, the whole back straightaway incident, that's what pretty much got us where we were, was that back straightaway between the 77 and the 20. You know, when we got up there, we were able to get our sponsor me Toyota Supra powered by Equipment Geeks up in the position, and we just had a block. Now, I said to the guys in the channel, like, I'm either gonna block them, or I'm gonna wreck them. So we tried our best, and we got the block done, and we're here.
Yeah, it was a phenomenal finish. What was the rest of your race look? What was the rest? How did the rest of your race look? When you come down on like the green flag stop, were you able to keep pace with the rest of the field?
Yeah, we kind of went around and did one actual lap than everybody else did, and we were able to catch back up. But thankfully we had that caution a few laps later that really put us all back together. But we were able to do a pretty decent green flag stop. I know Jeff he spit in pit lane at the entry, so he got a 40-second black flag, but we all came out pretty well. I gotta thank Brandon. Brandon in that 39, he and I were the ones that, we were together from the whole race. We were pushing each other, and Wes and Jeff kind of in the back doing a different type of strategy, and seeing what strategy worked out the best. But yeah, it was a crazy race, but it was finally nice to get a green flag stop. that was fun.
Yeah, quite a bit more green flag racing this week than last week. You got anybody to like to thank tonight, Dylan?
I gotta just thank Kevin for running this league. It was my first season in this group, and hopefully we just get better racing going forward. We had some few bad eggs. Gotta thank Equipment Geeks Racing with Jeff and Wes there. They brought me in the season to be one of their drivers, and not only this series, but in all the iRacing. So, gotta thank that for bringing me on, and gotta thank you for doing the broadcast. And it was hard doing a one-man show, but I enjoy watching the broadcast later in the night, and I gotta thank the fans that watched, and hopefully, somebody saw the car and saw the sponsor me. So, if you have any questions about sponsorship, go ahead and hit me up, and we'll see what we can do. But it was fun. It was fun. Finally, nice to get a rewarding finish.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, great job, and congratulations on the win, and hopefully we'll be talking to you many more times throughout the season.
All right. Thank you, bud.
Have a good one. And that's race winner Dylan Ackert. Now we can get a word with Garrett White, our third place finisher, see how he feels about tonight's race. Hey, Garrett, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Man, what a chaotic last lap. We had a lot of green flag laps for most of the race, but then that last lap, pretty chaotic. We saw you trying to get the third lane working, just couldn't quite get the help you needed on the outside lane. What would have made the difference to get you the win tonight?
Yeah, just had to try something there at the end. I think the only thing that would have helped us out if we had my friend Scotty Ferguson. I think he might have been the only one to help us out, but congrats on the 29. He threw a hell of a block there at the end and kind of stopped us from winning, but it was a good race.
Yeah, it was a good race. On that green flag stop, were you able to keep pace with the field, or did you get stretched out?
I know that green flag. I was actually pitted with the 4-car team. I don't really know the names of them, but I was able to get there with 3 or 4 of those and kind of stayed towards the front. So we had it pretty good there.
Yeah, we've seen you up front quite a bit tonight, but you come home third. You got anybody you'd like to thank after this one?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my team, Nova Sim, for giving me the opportunity tonight.
All right, well, great job, Garrett, and hopefully we'll be talking to you again soon.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a good one. And that was our top 3. A great job for Dylan Ackert. He gets the win. Nick Kessler second. Garrett White comes home third. And a guy that we haven't really talked about much comes home fourth. Had 2 straight top 3 finishes. Comes up 1 shy tonight. But that's 3 straight top 5s for Wes Gallo and for Spa Jeffrey Belk. An incredible move back through the field after he had a pit entry penalty. Went a lap down. Got the lucky dog. Comes all the way back to finish in the 5th spot with that chaotic last lap. So a great job to all of our top finishers here at the Daytona NASCAR Series. And I appreciate everyone for stopping by and watching the 921 Mobile DJ 125. And once again, 921 Mobile DJ Service provides a unique experience, personal and mature DJ service equipped with a quality music selection, professional sound system, engaging light show, and a clean and professional DJ display. If you're in the Wisconsin area and need a DJ, head to 921dj.com. for the rest of the week. We'll be back tomorrow night with another Super Speedway Series, the Pelican Snowball Super Speedway Series, and Saturday night we'll be with the SERL Truck Series, and Sunday night we'll be back with the SERL Cup Series. So appreciate everybody for stopping by, and we will see you next time.